Good afternoon and welcome to Weekly Word. My name is Haley Halleck and I am the owner here at Stitched Head and Heart Project. I am also a consulting hypnotist and a Psych-K facilitator. So I'm here in humor today because I was actually reading in Psychology Today a little snippet about the biology of our humans and what it does to the mental health of the individual. So my mother has always said that a lot of the issues that we have in society and in humanity is because of the food. Like, it's an ongoing joke. She's forever, I'll say anything at all, and she's like, well, Haley, it's the food. And so this is hilarious because I'm here to say my mother was right. Mom, you're correct. So all of you listen to your mothers. But what I read was really interesting. So we deal with a lot of anxiety and depression as pervasive issues in the office. So, and I've always been a big advocate, probably via my mother instilling it in me, of the biology and of your actual physical human and what your hormones are doing and whether those things are in balance, because if they're not in balance, then they can show up as mental health issues, anxiety, depression, so on and so forth. So I'm reading this article and it's essentially saying that the microbiome within the gut can essentially be off a little bit and then provide symptoms that are similar to anxiety and depression. Obviously there's, within a clinical diagnosis, it takes a little bit of longer analysis to determine those things. But something to just maybe take into consideration for your own health and mental clarity is to look into probiotics. So I'm looking at this and I'm reading the article and I'm giggling because I can just hear my mother in my head saying, well, Haley, it's the food. But it turns out that she's right. They found in a study that that the gal did, and I can't remember her name, but credit goes to her, not me, that it basically raised the stress susceptibility. So they did a test with a bunch of different soldiers that had a protein-rich, or not protein, but probiotic-rich diet versus those who didn't, and the same stress levels. And they noticed that there wasn't the huge, trauma that they were experiencing, or they weren't as susceptible, or they had a higher tolerance per se for stressful situations. So this is the kind of the analysis that she was doing, but essentially what happens is the hypothalamic and the pituitary and adrenal axis releases hormones in the presence of like an amygdalic response. So the amygdala is essentially our alert system. It's like a almond-sized piece of our brain that says, okay, there's threat, or whether it's perceived or real, there's threat, and so we react, and our body reacts, and it changes the bacteria diversity within the gut. Is that crazy or what? So our humans are really complicated beasts, but I just wanted to say, Mom, you're right, and also take your probiotics. And that's really all I had to say today. So I just wanted to kind of bring a little humor to your work week, and I hope that you guys are all having a wonderful time, and know that it's the food, and know that you need to take your probiotics. So I'm wishing you all a well week. Thanks so much.